Pumping for your baby, a guide for the working mother. This tutorial explains how to continue a breastfeeding relationship with your child after returning to work. You've worked hard to establish a breastfeeding relationship, and now you have to go back to work. You want to keep breastfeeding, so you've decided to try pumping, but you're not too sure what to do next. I'm going to help you by giving you a few pointers that will hopefully keep you breastfeeding for as long as you and your baby mutually desire. There are several types of pumps available on the market, but the best pump for a regular working mother is going to be a hospital-grade electric pump or a double-sided personal use electric pump. Double-sided pumping is the fastest and most efficient way to pump your breast milk, and it stimulates your body to produce more milk than single-sided pumping. You can rent a pump or buy one. The WIC program provides pump rentals free of charge for low-income mothers. Hospitals or medical supply stores are good places to find pump rentals also. If you buy a pump, you'll need to spend $200 to $300 for a good pump. You can talk to the lactation consultant at your local hospital or a La Leche League leader for recommendations. This is an example of a personal use electric pump. This model is a Medela pump in style. The first step in maintaining your supply at work is to focus on building a good supply while at home. Nurse on demand rather than on a schedule, for as long and as often as the baby desires. Stay well hydrated and rest as often as possible. Take as long a maternity leave as you can afford to assure that your supply. There is some evidence that drinking mother's milk tea that contains the herb fenugreek will help to build and maintain your supply in the early days of breastfeeding. It is recommended that you start pumping before your leave ends to build a freezer stash of milk. Try pumping first thing in the morning, as this has been found to work best for most women. You'll need to have someone other than yourself introduce a bottle to the baby. It is best to do this after 1 month of age to avoid nipple confusion, but before 3 months, as they may refuse to take a bottle after this age. Ideally, you will need to pump every 2 to 3 hours while you're at work. Plan to pump during your morning break, your lunch break, and on your afternoon break. Once your baby starts taking solids at about 6 months of age, you may be able to cut back on your pumping sessions. You may want to ask your baby's caregiver not to give the baby a bottle close to the time you are scheduled to return home, so you can breastfeed as soon as you get there. Always wash your hands before pumping. Read and follow the instructions for your breast pump. Make sure the flange, the part that fits over your breast, fits correctly. Your nipples should be centered in the opening. Gently massaging your breast while pumping will help to stimulate production and get all the milk out. You should pump for 10 to 20 minutes for a maximum of 30 minutes. You can bring a picture of your baby or a recording of him to help stimulate letdown. Make yourself comfortable. Reading a book or listening to music will help you to relax. If needed, there are hands-free pumping bras you can buy, or you can make one by cutting holes in a sports bra. When you are finished pumping, wash the flanges in hot soapy water. Immediately store your milk in a refrigerator. Don't forget to stay hydrated by drinking 6 8-ounce glasses of water or other non-caffeinated beverages during the day. 2 to 3 8-ounce caffeinated beverages daily are okay while breastfeeding per the American Academy of Pediatrics. You'll need something to store your breast milk in. There are specially made storage bags and bottles you can purchase. Glass bottles should not be used because the white cells in milk that provide protective immunity will stick to the glass and be lost. Stored breast milk should not be microwaved because it destroys the white cells. It can be warmed by letting it sit in warm water, not boiling, for a few minutes. Frozen milk can safely be thawed in the refrigerator. Fresh breast milk can be kept in a refrigerator for up to a week. Freezing destroys more of the immune properties of the milk, but it is the only option for long-term storage. Current CDC guidelines for storing breast milk can be found here at the CDC website. And here are some of the sources I used in writing this PowerPoint. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I hope you will enjoy breastfeeding your baby and pumping for as long as you like.